We live in an environment built entirely on immediate feedback. Click a button, the delivery arrives. Swipe a screen, a video plays. When we start something difficult, like a new workout routine or a complex project, and the scale or the metrics don't move within the first few days, our brain sounds the alarm. We assume the system we're using is broken. This diagram compares our daily effort to our visible results. The work goes up consistently, day after day, but the output line stays at zero. It raises a difficult question. What happens to your focus when you execute every step perfectly, but physically have nothing to show for it? Our standard metrics for success fail in these moments because they rely exclusively on what is visible on the surface. Nature offers a specific test case for surviving this exact friction: the Chinese bamboo tree. A farmer plants the seed in the dirt, and from that moment on, they are locked into a strict daily requirement. They have to water the ground and apply fertilizer to an empty patch of earth every single day. They do this for a full year, and the soil remains completely blank. Year 2, nothing. Year 3, nothing. And then year 4 passes with punishing rainstorms and blazing sunlight beating down on an undisturbed plot of topsoil. To an observer using standard metrics, this 4-year span of invisible effort is indistinguishable from absolute failure. This cross-section reveals the biology at work. The seed was never dormant. Its growth occurred along a vertical axis, weaving a root system straight down. This is invisible accumulation, a foundation capable of supporting massive structural load before breaking the surface. This botanical reality maps to an observation from Zig Ziglar about the true nature of motivation. Ziglar asserted that motivation is not a one-time event, but a daily hygiene. He famously compared it to bathing, noting that while the effects don't last forever, that's exactly why we're supposed to do it every day. Building an unbreakable foundation requires you to drop the need for external applause in favor of relentless, invisible repetition. This pattern of invisible accumulation shows up as a recurring theme across humanity's oldest philosophical texts. Take the biblical definition of faith, operating with certainty based entirely on evidence you cannot see. You see it again in the book of Luke, which describes fishermen executing the grueling, repetitive work of casting heavy nets in total darkness for an entire night, resulting in zero yield. In both the botanical and the historical context, the phase of catching nothing is framed not as wasted time, but as the mandatory preparation of the environment for the harvest. The agonizing flatline phase is a historically required prerequisite for future abundance. In year 5, the stored potential energy finally breaches the surface. The bamboo doesn't grow gradually, it erupts. It rips out of the earth and hits 90 feet tall in just 6 weeks. The fisherman's struggle ends in a similar rupture. After a night of silence, a single action leads to a haul of exactly 153 fish. A result so specific and overwhelming, it begins to tear their nets. Massive breakthroughs are the sudden release of years of correctly stored potential energy. Philosopher Neville Goddard provided a psychological tool to survive the 4-year flatline. He called it living from the end. It means watering the empty dirt while emotionally operating as if the 90-foot tree is already casting its shadow over you. These 3 ideas, Ziglar's daily discipline, the ancient trust in cumulative effort, and Goddard's end-state visualization, work together to sustain effort when results are invisible. This applies to any unglamorous action in your own life. Studying alone, hitting an empty gym, or the slow work of changing a habit, that is you watering your bamboo. The sense of being stuck is an illusion. Beneath the surface, you are constructing the deep, invisible roots that make your breakthrough inevitable.